from one of the best players in the state of Ohio.
Yes.
Okay. Point guard. I love his game, man. Physical, tough. Okay?
Bulldog. He's a bulldog. That's that bulldog bloodline right there.
Led Harvest Prep to Schottenstein Center last year.
Yep.
Looking for a return this year. We've got CJ Anthony from Harvest Prep. On to the Central Ohio Hoops Report. What's going on, man? Thank you very much for joining us, man. How you feeling this morning?
I'm good. Thanks for having me.
All right, man. Go ahead, Zach.
All right, CJ. You hit 1,000 points last night as well.
Yes, sir.
I heard you had 38 points, 10 steals, and just played an all-out amazing game. For you, you're averaging, I think, over 30 points a game again. I think these are the top two scorers in the area. Or Ben Roderick's number 2, CJ's 3. For the start that you've had, what's it felt like to just be putting these numbers up and making all the shots and creating all the turnovers that you have?
It's real fun right now. I haven't really gave much consideration to it, but just like playing basketball in our system so much, it's just you don't really get caught up in that so much stuff. It's shots to be made. We shoot shots, we make them.
Yep.
It's steals to be had, and we get them. So that's how it's been lately.
And then that system, Coach Dennis, I've known him for a long time. You guys have about 1 million offensive plays that you have to know.
1 million.
About 60 different defensive schemes. What's it been like playing under him? How do you feel like he's preparing you for the next level?
Oh, it's been wonderful. It's been a real good experience. He gives us a lot of plays, a lot of runs, a lot of systems, and he lets us know that in college that you're going to have to adapt to this stuff quick too. Like you can't run the same stuff every day.
Yep.
It's going to be different teams that got different ways of throwing stuff at you. So he does a really good job with that. So I commend him. I thank him for what he's doing for us right now. Just not for me, for the whole team.
Right.
I want to talk to you. Look, when you see you, okay, you look like a football player. Okay, look like you could be a all-state tailback. Talk to me a little bit about growing up. Was football ever a sport that you got into? Has it always been basketball? You're at Harvest Prep, great football program. Shout out to Isaiah Mullins and Daniel Bangura. Was football ever a consideration, or has it always been the hardwood and the touch of that basketball?
No, actually, I played football when I was younger over at Newburgh, and I was really well, I'm going to say I was good. Everybody else can say what they want to say about me. I feel like I was pretty good in football. I played most of the teams, most of everybody, like all the football players y'all know now, if you ask them about me, they know about me because that's what I really was good at when I was younger. And I don't know, I kind of just like basketball is kind of, my dad put me to basketball, so we go football in the summer kind of, or basketball in the summer, and it mixed up like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I just started loving basketball a little bit more, so I kind of just like lean away from it. So I ain't really looked back at it like that much, but it's every year. Like I go to football games. Like I want to say I go to a football game every Friday when that football is out. So it's that little part of me inside. Like man, you
now,
should
is it
be out
true
there
that
right
your
now.
dad's had you in the weight room since you were like 3 years old?
No.
That's a rumor.
No, we did.
I mean, you'd think so.
When we was young, we did a lot of house workouts.
Yeah.
Like I've always been doing push-ups, dips, like all the basic stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was every day. I just recently got in the weight room, probably I want to say 8th grade summer. So that's probably how I got so big right now.
Yeah.
As everybody see. But I always been working out like that.
The physical fitness, the Herschel workout.
Seriously, I mean, he kind of looks like Herschel Walker physically. So, for you, your physicality is a big part of your game. Obviously, you can bench press probably more than everybody in this room right now, and then probably squat more than everybody in this room. How do you use that to your advantage? At the point guard position.
Well, I'm an undersized guard, that's to say, for the higher levels in college right now.
Yeah.
So I gotta find ways where I can separate myself from others. And for me, having this type of body and physicality, athleticism, it really helps me out to measure it out kind of with the taller guards in the league or everywhere else. So that's probably why I feel like we got big, and that's a big way of using it. So instead of them going me into, I kind of body my way into them and then get a creative finish around that.
Let's go back to last year at the Schottenstein Center. Just talk about having an opportunity to play in that, in that environment, having an opportunity to be that close to winning the state championship.
Yes,
and just talk about the mindset of the team coming into this year. You guys have some returning starters. Okay, we know what the ultimate goal is. How from the beginning of the year have you guys been working towards what should be and what hopefully will be the ultimate goal, which is a state title this year?
To be honest, we work on this goal ever since that night.
Yeah.
That night we lost against Afrocentric. We looked around. Everybody took a long look. Like, we got in the locker room. The game is over. It kind of ain't hit us yet. As soon as we got on the bus, though, we looked around like, dang, this is really over. And as for our seniors, and the seniors told us basically, go out there and get it for us. And ever since then, we've been putting the work in. We've been in the summer, we've been working hard. The fall, been working hard. Now it's just time to show our work off. So we got 4 returning starters to the 5.
Mm-hmm.
So that's big for us right now. We got 9 seniors on the team, with me being the extra one, so that makes us 10. So everybody knows what's got to be done. Everybody knows what it takes because we've been there before. And Coach D's been there before too, along with most of our coaches. So we got a pretty good mindset, pretty good leadership roles. That's everybody. So I think us this year, we're very more prepared, very more humble, and
Now,
very more hungry.
Not just to back that up, and you said 10 seniors, and you said we have a lot of leadership. Does that take some pressure off of you, not that you don't have to lead a group of maybe younger players, and that allows you to focus on your game and go out and do what you do best?
Yeah, we got 9 seniors, so that helps it out a lot. And I feel like in all of the 9 seniors, they just played basketball before. It ain't like they just came out there.
Right.
They just said, "Can we try out this year?" Nah, we've played basketball before. So it's not a lot of teaching going around that we need to do, which is more of just getting to know one another and keep building up for our characteristics and our attributes. So the leadership role is passed around.
Right.
I mean, I might say something to somebody one day, and somebody might say something to me one day, and it might it's that every day. It's never big dog on campus like that. It's always just
You guys have a lot of composed guards on that team. You guys like Brandon Beavers and Sol Hines. What's it like to play with guys like that who always play for the team and make the right plays and make your job a lot easier?
That's the best thing about it. These dudes, like for me, yesterday hitting 1,000, it wasn't about they made it more about me and helped me out than making it about themselves, and I appreciate that a lot. I couldn't express how much that means to me and to my family and everybody around me. And them guys, man, them probably we the tightest group forever. Like I would say this team right here is probably one of the tightest groups I've ever been on right now, just because we know what we want to do. And Brandon, that's my PG. Every time I see him, I give him a dap, hug, everything. Sometimes I leave my class to go talk to him just to see what's up with him and stuff. And so that's my guy. Every time I see So, it's one of these. Yep. Head nod, make sure everything cool. And we just like that. We know where we are trying to go, so we're not going to hold each other back. We're going to try to push each other more to get there.
And for you, one thing I'm really impressed about your game is, it doesn't matter the environment. It could be an open gym. It could be the fall league. It could be state tournament game. You're always playing hard, 100%, 110%, playing both ends. Is that something you've always had? You've always had that mentality, or how has that helped your game as far as just being a guy who is always consistent with just the motor and energy?
Well, to be honest, my dad's a coach, so whenever we don't win, I gotta hear about it. So the best way to get rid of that is to win. So I always think you win's a good car ride home. Everything's gonna be solid, smooth going out. You still gonna have some criticism back, but as long as you win, there's nothing really more to talk about. So every time I do something, I try to win. I try to hush everybody up, because if you win, what more can you say? You did what you had to do.
I do have a interesting question here from my girlfriend Sue, but she asked, what is the motivation when you're not having your best day, when you're not feeling it, and the fact that you can get up to bring it wherever you are, open gym or in the tournament? What is the motivation when you're not feeling as well as what you usually are?
The motivation probably it'd be 2 things. It'd be God and my family.
Mm-hmm.
One, for God, just give me the opportunity to have a life, to be out here and have feelings and all this stuff to give out to everybody, and have the appreciation just to be a part of this earth. And the other reason would be my family. They work. My dad works hard every day. My mom works hard every day. I got a little brother and 2 little sisters that look up to me, and I look up everything I do. So it's very important to me that I set a good example and good role model for them, so they don't have a lead astray in their life. So I feel like every time I hit the court or anything I do in life, I got to be doing with a positive attitude, or just do it to better myself and not just do it go through the motions with it.
Outstanding.
And now academically, you are an elite student. For you, has school always been the number one priority for you, or is it something that you've adapted in high school?
To be honest, I've been going to hard special as a kid, since kindergarten year, so I'm kind of good with all the teachers and stuff. So I have a good base around me that pushes me to be like, hey, you're not just one of these regular kids over here that just take days off of work. Now they push me every day, and I appreciate my teachers for that. And I got, again, family that look up, that see me like, hey, you need to be one of these people that escalate yourself from different people and make sure that you have the steps to become with the greatest you can be.
Yep.
So that just plays a big part. And education is important to me. This year I took more classes. Like I took AP English this year, and I took honors chemistry. I tried to take more classes to where I could help be ready for college, because I only got one more year left after this one. So I could be ready and not go in there and not knowing nothing. And it's a lot of stuff going in the world right now, and I feel like I need to be educated enough to where I could speak on what's going on and not just have a quiet mouth and not be heard.
That's a great answer.
Wow.
That's some wisdom right there.
Hey, man. I'm touched up here.
Woo.
Man. For sure. So, there's not really much stuff to say.
You got an offer from Air Force. You got an offer from Stony Brook. You got both of those this summer. What are you going to have to show schools that are recruiting you, or maybe might be a little hesitant to recruit you, that you're worth their scholarship and that you can play at their level?
I mean, I feel like it's always something to improve on, but I feel like the biggest thing for me is just competing every day, and any competition that comes to me, I got to be ready for that. Because right now we're in the Division III. We play good teams. We play real good, sound teams. But as far as the teams I named earlier in the Pick Six, the Division I teams, Division II teams, they want to see how you can play against the top players in the country. And that's why this where I'm at right now, I have to keep excelling what I'm doing. I can't just take days off where I don't do as much as I can. I got to exceed every game I got, because no matter competition, you got to prove yourself every day, in and out.
What was something that you worked on over the summer that you're better at now that you weren't last year?
I feel like, well, to be honest, I'm not going to try to belittle myself. I feel like I have every little piece of my game right now. Like I feel like I could bring everything to the table I can. But for me right now, it's more improving on the little things, like improving on everything I can do. So as far as the shooting, like I know y'all probably seen freshman year, I barely could shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Like, I was a good shooter, but when it got time to shoot the ball, I couldn't do it that good.
Yep.
So I feel like that kind of helped out. Like I needed hey, this has to happen right now. Like these shots have to go in for the ball. Then I feel like, as y'all seen too, I'll come off the ball a lot, and I wouldn't I'll touch the ball, give it up real quick. So this time I had to work on for me, creating for others more. Because this team we had this year for my AAU team for the Bulldogs, we wasn't the best skilled players. But we was a real hardworking group. And if you got them good opportunities to make buckets or to make plays, they would do that. So I feel like for me, as a captain, as a leader, I had to get out there, help make plays, and create for everybody. So that's probably one thing I really improved on this year. And leadership too.
Absolutely.
Talking to everybody with a good tone and good direction. Because you're not going to be able to talk to the same people different ways like that. It's different ways you have to be able to talk to people. And I feel like I did a really good job this year helping everybody, and everybody got better with that.
That's a great quote. I think outside shooting for sure, especially off the ball, you're catching and shooting a lot better than what you did as a sophomore and freshman. So I'm a big fan. I appreciate that. I love your game, especially in the fall league. You were on a team that was shorthanded. When Von Cam went down with his ankle injury, and then Roderick wasn't back yet. You really stepped up for those guys. So I love your game. Keep working hard. One last question for me: if you guys were to play Walnut Ridge this year,
yes, sir.
Who would win?
That question. We most definitely will win this game. I know it's gonna be a lot of hate from the 48-41, and that's cool.
You know they're gonna hear this.
I live across the street from them.
You can step into the screen real quick, Von Cam.
I wish you will come to look. Right now, I don't know.
Freshman year they matched up, and
freshman year we lost. We're not gonna lie, we lost, but we was a young team. I was a young player.
They were young too, though.
That's cool. If we really want to go back, Cam, you already had your time. That's good. We beat them in the summer league down in Dayton.
I was there. I watched that.
Remember
game.
that?
Yep.
Yeah, he ain't want to talk about that earlier today. Y'all ain't asking about that.
They didn't have KV on yet, though.
And let me ask you this question. I know playing on the division that you play on now, you have your success, your team, and you appreciate all of that.
Yes, sir.
How much on Saturday mornings when you wake up do you wish Harvest Prep was Division I, so you could go out here and get in these matchups and show against the big dogs?
To be honest, I feel like I don't know how I want to say this. I wake up every day ready to play whoever's gonna be on the table. Like I ain't really worried about the division because division don't matter.
It don't.
Yep.
Because we didn't beat D1 teams, we beat D2 teams, we beat D4 teams. So whoever we gonna play, that's who it is. But as far as Division 1 teams, I just want they know us, and we ain't running for nobody. We not going for nobody. Everybody know who he is. All the big teams y'all named all today in the Pick Six, all the teams on the front of the cover boards, all the magazines, they know who we are. So we not shy for no attention at all. So as far as being D1, that's cool and all, but it don't really matter. Division, you're not gonna talk about division in between the lines. That's all it is.
Absolutely.
Division 3, is it state championship or bust this year for you guys?
State championship or bust. That's all we know. It's every day by day.
Let's give Horace Prep they love, man. Shout out to people that's helped you get to this point.
For sure.
I love that coaching staff over there. Those guys do a lot for those kids, man.
Football and basketball.
One of the best coaching staff.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
for sure. Football coaching staff, they come to most of the games. Coach Smith was there yesterday.
Yep.
All the coaches, they all show love. We are a big family.
Shout out to Coach Beals. I'm a big Coach Beals guy.
Coach Beals, yeah, that's my guy.
Dude, man. Shout out to Coach Williams.
Straight defense. Coach Williams.
Coach Williams left Walnut Ridge and came to Harvest Prep.
Made a real wise decision. Real wise decision. That's a business decision right there. That's a real business decision.
So yeah, go ahead, man. Family, friends, the people that care about the most, man.
Oh, I just want to thank my family first of all. I want to thank them for giving me this opportunity. They gave me for everything that got me so far. I just want to thank my teammates, my coaches for this bearing with me and being a good friend to me and just a good family member I could have, somebody to talk to. Just want to thank God, thank Him for everything, just for letting me be on this earth right now and spread this word and spread my skills. I want to thank 270 Hoops in Central Ohio just for letting me come on this showcase right now and just having a good conversation with guys. I want to thank my 4 horsemen. You know, it's me, Keon, Marcus, and Cam. And that's all the way to the Woods fall off. That's my guys right there.
The Ohio Bulldogs squad.
The whole Bulldogs.
That team, man. Let's talk about that real quick. That team was loaded.
Hold on, and Dom.
I came to a practice at South High School.
He out too far.
When you guys were 8th graders going in 9th grade.
Yes, sir.
That team was loaded.
We was tough.
I would pay a lot of money to see you guys play together one more time.
We was tough. We was 8 in the country that year. 8 in the country.
That team was nasty.
My dad coached that team. We was hard. We had a real good supporting cast.
Shout out to your dad too, man. One more quick thing is you guys both have very involved fathers that are there for everything. Moms are there for everything. Having that parental involvement, looking up in the stands and you see your mom and dad every single game, how does that feel for both of you guys, and how does that help you, in everything you do?
It feels really good, actually. Like it's some days when you playing, you miss a shot, it's like you look over, his head go down, you're like, you gotta get it back, you got make up for it. So it's real good, and just having support, that's one of the most important things that you can have right now. That's what we're going through, just support and love. Yep. And my parents, I can't remember them missing one game this year. My whole high school career, I've been playing for 3 years.
Your dad did everything. You could be playing in an open gym at like Linden Rec Center, and
they be there. Like front row, first one's there. So I feel like that plays a big part in this, having somebody that you can evaluate your game on, because we as players, we know your parents actually how the game where you're gonna give them a bland answer, but if they was there, they ain't no questions asked.
And
they're real about it, man. I deal with some dads that be like, man, my son's the #1 player. And then I go watch them. It's like totally different. So it's good to have people in your life that are real with you too.
Yeah.
Because when you guys are at the levels you're playing at, you have a lot of people who probably come around like, oh, man, I love you, man. Like, that come in the picture when you guys are doing really good. So it's always good to have those people that are still going to be real with you and you think everything's going well. So shout out to the support systems you guys both have.
Yeah, I'll say one more thing. Shout out to Harvest Prep. They're a big part of what I do. Yeah. I've been there my whole life, and everybody at the school supports me in what I do, and we support each other. It's a real big family, and I appreciate that. It's a small school and all, but when you go around knowing everybody, it's kind of
they got players. If there's any college coaches watching this, I don't give a damn if he plays D3 or D7 or whatever. They got players at Harvest Prep. There was a point guard 3 years ago, David Dennis, that nobody offered and West Liberty did. And he's like the #1 Division II point guard in the country. So don't miss out.
It's a bad mistake.
If you can go watch CJ Anthony, if you're a school that has great academics, he's got the grades for you as well. So I want to thank you and Von Cameron both for coming on the show.
Thanks for having us. Come on, son. Huh? Just want to thank my son for coming out today.
Here, you're a little too
Get in
tall.
the camera, man.
Hey, there you have it, man. Hey, listen. I want to thank both CJ Anthony. I want to thank Harvest Prep. Walnut Ridge, the 4841. I want to thank Von Cameron Davis, man. This has been an awesome show. We brought you a little bit something different today. We kind of stepped out of the format, but it was well worth it, man. Two of the top players in Ohio.
Stars of the night real quick?
Yeah, let's get it in, man.